Good morning, welcome to the class today. As you can see, I'm trying to teach from a different part of the house, so fingers crossed the screen won't go blank like it did on Monday, and the girls are going to be leaving the house now, so hopefully when they don't walk past there won't be any issues around the screen. So welcome along to the class today. I'm going to do a very similar class that I did last night, so a whole lot of abs and a little bit of back. So lots of front, a little bit of side, a little bit of back. So hands onto your lower abs, keep the shoulders down, and inhale through your nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. When you breathe out, feel the stomach move in towards the spine. In through the nose. Keep the shoulders down the whole time. Hands a bit higher. Breath in through the nose and sighing out. Do one more like that. Breath in. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, arms rising up. Exhale and take the arms to the side. Disfrutas. Inhale, arms come forward. Bye-bye, babas. Inhale, arms lift. Ana, cuidado con los carros. Exhale and bring the arms straight down. Then come up onto the balls of the feet, arms up. Morning. Exhale to the side. Maury, nice to see you. And Ronit, inhale forward. And whoever else is out there, good morning as well. Inhale, arms up. And now we're going to bend the knees, arms come down, heels stay lifted. So stay off the heels, just the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale to the side. So the family's just left the house, so I'm hoping that the connection will stay good. We're very close to the modem here, so that should be all right. Inhale up. It's only a few meters away. Come down. When I was teaching downstairs for the last month and a bit, it's a little bit further away from the modem, so hopefully this will make it better. Inhale forward, exhale to the side. Inhale, arms lift, and then come down that fraction more, and then we're going for one more like that. Inhale, arms lift, tummy muscles stay taut. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms move forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift, and then we're coming down just that bit more. Good job. So come up and lower our heels down, and then we'll get into just a couple of balances before we come down. So let's have a seat into our legs, and our legs stay close together. Tummy stays braced, and then pick up your right foot and wrap it around. Then your left arm comes under, and we lift up from our shoulders and push forward from the elbows. Keep relaxing the shoulders down as you're lifting up. So this is a bit of a stretch for your arms. Couple more breaths here. Very strong in the ankle. This is going to be 3 balances consecutively, not changing sides. So come over to the other side. Not to the other side, come over to the side. Shoulders stay relaxed, and we've got our leg lifted. So now we're in a star. Keep spreading the toes of the supporting foot. Think about the breath. It's nice and deep. In through your nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Now we're going to open our arms out into our aeroplane, and then we're going to fly. So the back foot lifts, and you want to try and keep your supporting leg as straight as possible. If you need to, you can bend it. And you want to try and lift that back leg up into the horizontal, arms coming out as well. Deep breathing, 4 more breaths. Okay, so come on up out of that, sink down into your legs, and then wrap your left leg over this time. Right arm goes under. We're lifting up, and then pushing the fingers away. Keep thinking about your deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Each time you're breathing out, your tummy moves in towards the spine. You've got that contraction starting in the belly. We'll warm up pretty quick, I imagine. It's a nice day today. Hope it is a nice day wherever you're at. So over into our star, lifting up and taking our weight over into the right leg, and our arms are up nice and narrow. Keep it strong, 4 more breaths. So we're going to come and float into our aeroplane. So just take the arms out to stabilize you, and then lift the back leg up as high as you can. Ooh, a bit of rocking going on. Pressing the belly, 4 more breaths. And come on out of that. So we'll just get into our tree pose, and then we're going to make our way down, get into some ab work. Right foot along the side of the left leg, dig the heel in, open your knee out, and then your hands can be either at your heart, finding your third eye, or we lift. Keep your shoulders relaxed the whole time. And what you want to think about always is that breath, nice and deep, fogging up the mirror as you exhale. If you want to try, look up if you can. This part of the house is the only place where the ceiling's actually low. I'll probably jump and touch it. Everywhere else is like cathedral roofs. It's very high, so it shouldn't echo too much like it does when we're downstairs. So bring the arms down, gently release that foot, and we'll come to the other side. So heel in, knee out, belly braced, and then hands to either heart, third eye, or we lift. Now for those of you who were with me on Monday and we started our sequence, our abs, and then we got cut off, I'm going to start the same way pretty much. So I really thought they were effective abdominal exercises, and I want us to feel that burn in the belly, and they were good at doing it. So bring the arms down, have a quick drink if you feel you need it, and what I'm going to do is just tilt the screen down a bit, and fingers crossed it won't have any bad effect on the reception. Okay, so we're coming down and we're going to start with planks. Same ones that we did on Monday, and I actually did them last night as well in the class, and it's definitely feeling it now. So hands underneath the shoulders, you can be on your knees or you're up on your toes. Let's draw one knee towards you. Same leg again. We've got 4 more, so we're doing 10 on each side. Now change legs. See how my bottom's not lifting up? It's up a little bit so that the knee doesn't touch the mat when I'm pulling the leg in, but it's not rising when I'm pulling the leg. 4 more. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start to step the back leg or the other leg again. Stepping out and stepping in. Let's go. Inhale out, exhale in. Same leg. Strong in the arms, I know, but your belly's getting a great workout right now. Change sides, let's go. Strong in those arms, up in the shoulders potentially, or down in your wrists. If it is feeling too much in the wrists, make a fist and come on your knuckles. Okay, stop there. Gently ease onto your elbows. Keep this going. Weight in your heels, legs are together, belly is switched on. Think about that nice deep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. So please let me know later if the reception's good. I really would love to know if it makes a difference being up in this room compared to downstairs. So we're going to bring one arm into the center. Turn, stack the legs and lift. Shoulders stay relaxed. So you never want to bunch up your shoulders to get yourself a sore neck. So your feet are stacked here. You can look up, you can look down, you can look straight ahead, whatever feels best for your neck. Just switch over gently. Hips right up. Keep driving the hips up, feeling that tension in through your waist. 2 more breaths. And then we're coming back to the center again. So just ease yourself down. I'm not going to say these are the last of our planks, but this is the last for the planks here before we flip over onto our back. To do a little bit of ab work via our roll-ups. 2 more. Okay, so flip on over. And we're going to have our legs straight. You're going to bring your hands onto your thighs, breath in, and peel yourself up very slowly. And then once you get to the top, you're going to inhale and then just slowly work your way back down. You might need 2 breaths, taking your time. Inhale once you get there, and then exhale, come up again. Inhale, sitting tall, exhale and coming back. Just taking your time with this. And again, chin tucks in, shoulders come up, upper back, middle back, and then the lower back's the last thing to come up, sitting tall. Once you get there, no breaking in between. That's why we don't stretch, so that we can keep going through, keep the tension on. If you want more, cross your arms. And then come again. Feet have to stay down. All about the core contraction to get yourselves up. Like I mentioned last night, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, if you're a lady that's had a C-section, the strength in the muscles that you need to come up in the roll-up may not be there because of the C-section. So just know that you're going to work as hard as us, but it just might not be as doable as it is for somebody like me that's had a normal pregnancy, or for males or people that haven't had babies. So don't be hard on yourself. Those of you who are struggling and you haven't had a C-section, just keep working it. One day it will come. Exhaling on the up. Inhale, and then exhale, come back down. So we're going to change our leg placement. So we're going to bend our legs now, and the arms are coming straight again. And keeping our feet down, and we're continuing to roll. So the beauty of these is we're attacking the deep core abdominals, and it's the superficial ones are getting a bit of a workout too. This is a very traditional Pilates exercise, the roll-up. It attacks more the upper abdominals though. So in a moment, I'm going to attack the lower abdominals too. Make sure I turned the heater off before I started the class today. It got pretty warm last night. I was even sweating, which is nice, close to winter time. So if you want more, after this one, when we get back down, you have the option to cross your arms over your chest and to continue. It's a lot harder with the arms crossed because they're not assisting in the workout whatsoever. Exhale as you come up, and then come back down. Right after the last week or so of rain, it's very nice to have the sun shining. Yesterday it was shining too. And you can even see it. I can see in the reflection on the screen. The sun's coming through. Do a couple more, and then we're going to get into some lower abdominals here before we flip over and get into some more plank work. That's right. Planks are not over by any stretch of the imagination. We've got more, lots more to come. So this is our last one. So you will be able to relax your upper body. And what we're going to do is bring our legs up to 90 degree at your hip, 90 degree at your knee. And we've got a flexed foot. Now, just what we're going to do is unhinge from the hip, keep the knee bend, just in the one leg. Same leg again. The same leg is moving, the other leg is staying completely still, 90 degree angle at the hip, or you can make it larger if you want more intensity in the lower abs. Your arms can be anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Do 2 more and then we're changing sides. Let's swap it over. Unhinge from that hip, bracing the core. If you have a quick feel, it should be pretty tight. I'm definitely feeling that tightening underneath my fingers when I touch my lower abs. Just unhinge from the hip. Remember, keeping that bend at the knee the same. That will change shortly though. 1 more. Now I'm going to go to the other leg and extend it straight this time. Try not to touch the mat. So we're giving our lower abs a bit of a caning now. We gave our upper abs a caning with the roll-ups. Upper and lower, get it in the planks. This is focused just on the lower. 2 2 to go, and then we're swapping sides. Let's do it, change sides. Are you feeling like you want to, like me? Oh yeah, we're getting deep into the core. And we're going to follow this with some planks straight up. So don't give yourself a break. I don't want you to have one just yet. 4 more here. Then we're going to use one or both knees to roll up and come into planks. 2 to go. Knees in, pull up, roll over into your plank. Don't have a break. Knee, pull it in. See how your breath really wants to help you through. 4 more. These planks are going to be a lot harder than before because we've already worked them and the abs in other exercises. Change sides. Oh, hello, birdie. Little bird on the balcony. A few more. 2 more. Now we're going to step the leg out, change sides, go. So inhale as you step, exhale as you close. Keep that breath coming. Let's change over, go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel it a bit in your waist when you step that leg out if you're contracting correctly. Wrist will get a break soon, abs not. And onto your elbows. Ooh, super strong, isn't it? Good work. A few more. Then we're going to go to the side, and we've passed the amount of time we had yesterday Monday when it decided to give problems, so hopefully there won't be any problems today. Last night I didn't have any. One arm in, turn, stack, lift, hips up. Whew. It's good to still find exercises that make you burn in the moment, not just after, because you can condition your body and then it just doesn't feel. But when you actually start to feel the exercise, that burn, it's a very satisfying feeling. I'm sure that there would be other descriptive words for it than satisfying, but that's my word for it. Ooh, come back to center. No, go to the other side. Go straight into the other side, work that waist. Shoulders draw them back, hips push them up. Two more and then we do come into center. So just to the center, please. Push your weight into the heels and bring your palms together, shoulders relaxed. We're nearly finished this round of planks and then we are going to flip over onto our back again to continue with roll-ups. Just 2 rounds of roll-ups today. They can get a little bit boring. I don't want to do them too much. All right, so flip on over onto your back, straight legs, hands on the thighs, breath in, peel up. Of course, if you're feeling like you need a break, you can have one. I just am going hard because that's pretty much the way I teach. Inhale, and then exhale, come up again. But you can change it and make it more relaxing. Not if you're doing a live class so much, but if you're doing the playback, you can pause it, have a drink, and then come back and continue. Just try not to miss too much. So if you are doing the live class and you're having a drink, just come back as quick as possible. So it's a little bit harder again, second round through. Arms crossed. And again. Let your feet, you want to keep them down. It might be that when you've got the straight leg, you might want to bend one leg at the knee a fraction, and that might help you keep the feet down if you're struggling with the feet lifting. If you're not struggling, of course, keep them both straight. Okay, so we're going to change it up again. So we're going to bring the legs in bent, arms are coming straight, and let's go. Rolling up, just getting there as you inhale, exhale and come back down. So no breaking, we're going a little bit faster than usual, but today we're getting into that more, I guess it would be fat burning Pilates, and that's why everything's a little bit faster but still very much controlled. The planks, the movement was a little bit faster, that's okay. As long as we're controlling it, as long as you're not feeling pain in the wrong place, which would be pulling in your back or what have you, then you know you're doing fine. So after this one, we're getting to our last lot of roll-ups with the arms now being crossed rather than being straight. And go again. So tummy pulls right in. Are you feeling that burn? Is it getting harder, the roll-up? Just do one more. As long as you're controlling it, not dropping or not pulling yourselves up with the arm motion, you know you're strengthening there in those core muscles. Ooh, this is it. So after this one, we'll get into some lower abs again. So let's bring our legs up. 90-degree angle, which will change, and we've got our toes together, our knees are apart, about 40 centimeters apart, and then move the hip so the angle is a little bit greater. So all we're going to do is exhale and extend. Feet come together, exhale and extend. Very controlled, this is slow. It's all in the lower abs. Feel the pull, feel the tummy contract down as you're breathing out. 2 more. I'll have the top lifted so you can hopefully see the contraction as I breathe out. So listen, we'll just do one more. I said 2, but 1. Now hold it here, bring the knees back together, flex your feet, double leg push away. Push it away, exhale. So your feet are staying quite low to the mat. It's very strong, but I will work the back shortly. We do, of course, have one more round of planks to go though. And then we'll get into some back. And I will give you a stretch after the next round of planks, making you work really hard now. It's just because I know you can. Last one. All right, pull the knees in, roll on up. Let's flip on over, get into your planks again. Now after the back, which we will do after these planks, pull one in. I am going to do more abs, but just different variety. Remember, push into your fingers if you need to release into the wrists. 2 more. Change sides. Third and final round. Just know that this is the last lot, so make it count. Do it well. 2 to go. Step leg out, inhale, and close, exhale. Last 2. Change it over. At least your wrists will get a break soon. I know they're probably feeling like they're a bit sore. To the elbows. Ooh. Feels like a relief to get down, but then the relief doesn't go because the pain continues. one arm in. I'm going the other way first this time, just to even it out a bit. Don't always want to do the same side first. Keep striving up. Change it over to the other side. So just feed the arm through to curve, twist and lift. You should be proud of yourselves. This is a very strong sequence of abs that we're coming to the end of. Like I said, we'll get into some back, but then we're going to do more abs afterwards. To the center. So finish off strong. Weight in the heels, legs together, stomach braced, breath deep. My stomach's rumbling. I'm hungry. 4 more. But that can wait. This is more important. So bring your knees down, toes together, sit back in between those legs that are separated. Ooh. I'm proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourselves because you've done a great job. So we're going to get into some back component. I'm just going to move the mat so it's a little bit facing inward rather than out. And we're on all fours. Now please, if you feel like your wrists are sore, we are going to do quite a bit of work up on all fours, so you can make a fist if you need and be on the knuckles, or just keep both hands down and just do the leg component. So knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders, stomach, keep it braced, back, stays flat. One leg goes away, pointed toe. Other for your eye gaze is to be looking slightly forward of the hand that's on the mat. That will keep your spine in a neutral position from the head down to the tailbone. Two more and then we're going to move to diagonals. So listen, take it out diagonal and then bring it in slower than the pulsing lifting. Keep your arms straight. Always a lot to think about in terms of technique, but you know when you get it right, the exercise is so much more effective. Two more and we're staying on the out. So this next one goes out and stays. Take a breath to prepare and then lift. Tiny lift and lower. Very, very effective, right? Back, upper and lower. Just 2 to go. Straighten it out, lower it down, no break. Straight to the other side. Lift it straight, pointed toe, arm straight, lift and lower. Shoulders, keep them relaxed. Keeping control, contraction in there. To the diagonals, exhale out. And bring it in, super slow. I'm thinking of cutting my own hair. I'm thinking of just putting it in a high ponytail and going snip and see what happens. What do you reckon? I think I might. We'll see. Not too short at the bottom, you know. You know how it feels, Murray, right? I'm jealous that my husband has such good hair and my girls have got good hair. Mine's sort of stringy, nothing hair. Sort of fly away in the wind sort of hair. 4 more. 2 to go. All right, straighten it out, lower it down. You get a stretch. Ooh, sit on back. Very intense there. Do you feel your heart rate's coming up? You can hear in mine that when I'm talking, my heart rate's definitely lifted, and so I'm breathing, I'm panting a little bit more. So I'm going to get into another workout for your back again, but this time we're on our hands. They won't be moving, so you can just keep your hands where they are and you won't feel any tension there. We're going to take one leg away. I might move forward so you can see the feet well. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift up and go around in a circle and then come back to the start position. So you're just doing some circles. Doesn't matter which way you go because we're going to reverse it. Last one, and then reverse it. So come up and back in and around. Straight legs though. Straight arms as well, evenly weighted in both. Maybe you can be on your knuckles if your wrist is feeling too much tension. Two more circles and then we'll bring that leg in. Feeling this in your supporting glute and in your back. Bring it on in. Change to the other side. Lift up and away first. If you didn't do that though, you'll just do it when we reverse later. Keep on bracing that belly each time you breathe out. Now I'll be doing a different workout tonight, so if you want to join me again tonight, it will be a different class. Reverse it. In and around this time. Bracing tight. And bring it on in. Fantastic. Come onto your knees and I'm going to get you to tip forward and your feet want to come up. This is just upper back that we're working on now. So arms coming up, inhale forward, exhale and pull the arms back. I'll face you guys a bit. So tipping forward from the hip. This is all about your upper back here. Belly braced will get you in the lower back a little bit, but it's all about upper as you squeeze those shoulder blades together as your elbows move back. You'll be working nice and hard in the upper back. Giving your wrists a bit of a break too. Two more. Hold this one back. Straighten the arms, palms are facing up, and then we're going to lift up. So not only are we working the upper back now, triceps too. Few more. 4, 3, 2, and arms come up to your ears, and then your elbows stay back, and then extend from the elbows. Staying here, keep it going. Brace your belly, support the back. Just 4 more, and then I'll give you a stretch. All right, bring the hands down. Sit back in between those knees, child's pose. What a release that feels like in the back, eh? Solid work, team. So I'm going to get you to flip over onto your back. We're getting back into some abs again. I'm going to just move this around so that we can see each other. Feet together, toes pointing up, chin tucks into the chest. You're looking at your tummy and you're just making sure each time you're breathing out, stomach is moving down. So breath to prepare, exhale, rising up. Got those horrible high-waisted pants and I sort of have to pull them up so that they get the right placement. So exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. I like the low riding pants a lot more than high riding, but some people like the opposite. My daughter is one of them, the older. She pulls her pants up so high. And my mum's husband does the same, so I tease her and I say, oh, you're trying to be like Pepe. And she gets embarrassed and pulls them down a bit. 2 more. So come on up, exhale. Halfway back. And then lift again. Just make sure the tummy is moving down as you rise. You're supporting your neck if you need it. I've got my hands holding my head because my neck doesn't feel the sore. In this position, there's no tension for me, but if you need to, hold your neck. 2 more. Now come on up and then centimetre back, and very small, very controlled. Just 2 to go, and then we're going to get into some lower abs, focusing on your waist as well. So hold this one up, bring the arms forward, shoulders stay relaxed. We're going to peel up. We did lots before, but this is the last one, I promise. Just one. Oh, it's very hard to get there. Sit tall. Halfway back, stop there, shoulders relax. You're going to either stay with your feet down, pointed toes with the heels lifted, halfway up, or straight up. 4 more here. So gently bring the heels down, and then super slow, we're going to take our way back, trying not to drop. Ease it. I'll give you just a mini break. Arms and legs away. And then we're going to get into some lower abs, like I said, with a bit of a waist focus. So the legs are up, 90-degree angle at your knee and your hip, but then the hip angle increases. What's going to happen is your legs are going to just slowly come down halfway to one side. Then you're inhaling, you bring them up to center, and then they go halfway the other side. Now, to make this work more effectively, what you need to do is bring your arms up, bend at the elbow so your hands are off the mat, and actually your upper arm is off the mat too. They don't move. Your legs are continuing the movement, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you want to make it harder, what's going to happen is you exhale and you kick your legs up. And you inhale, bring it in. Very, very challenging to do it well. If you don't want to do the extension kick, just do the bend leg. And you should be looking pretty much away from where your legs are traveling. Oh, so intense, right? After this one, just going to do 1 more each way. And bring the legs in. Just give yourself a bit of a roll around one way. This is not it. We're going to have a seat in a moment and do some more boat poses. And they're going to be attacking the waist too. Change sides. And it's going to involve a bit of visualization work. So bring both of one knee in to lift yourself up. And we're going to have a seat. We've got our legs bent. And you need to imagine you've got a ball in your hand. And this ball is not going to change side. If you have an actual ball around the room, why not grab it? I'm going to grab one. It's not exactly the ball I would like to have, but you can visualize, or you can use a ball. Now your arms are straight, your shoulders are relaxed, and you're moving back. Now you want to weight this ball, so imagine that's heavier than it actually is. From the waist, twist to one side, exhale, taking that ball with you. Inhale, bring it into the center, and then exhale, go the other way. Stop here, inhale, bring it back in. Now if you are actually holding a ball like me, don't squeeze it hard, because then what's going to happen is you're going to bring tension into your arms, and I want the tension in the belly. Exhaling out. Once we finish these boat poses, I'm going to give you a waist stretch before we come up and do some balance to finish us. Feeling it in the waist, right? It's because the rotation's coming from the waist. Let's do one more each way, please. And come on up into a seated position. Such a bad throw. Let's come face the front, and we're going to do our stretch for our waist. So let's bring our right leg in and extend your left leg away. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to turn towards your right leg that is bent and bring your right arm behind your waist. Here it is. And then your left arm sort of crawls down towards the leg. It creeps it down. If you can't hold on to your foot, then please just hold on to your knee, your calf, your ankle, whatever you can. But you just want to use your breath to ease you down each time a little bit further. Now for those flexible people out there, you have the option to take your arm over, and if you can, your arm's holding onto the foot. And then if you can do that, you want to bring the other arm around just to sort of open you out a little bit. And you're going to feel there's a very strong pull all the way down your right waist, as well as a bit of a benefit for a stretch through the back of your leg, the left leg. 4 more breaths and we'll release it, and you're going to feel a strain through your waist when you come out of it. So just gently bring your arm up, bring yourself up, and it should feel like a really deep pull in the waist. Let's repeat on the other side. So we've got the other leg in, left leg in, right foot out. We turn towards left. We take our arm behind, left arm that is, and then just work your way down the right side, holding on to knee, calf, ankle, or foot. Just use whatever you can hold on to pull yourself down a little bit more and rotating up. So you stay here if you want. Arm comes over if you can, reaching the foot. Other arm comes around, and then just open yourself out. And stay here for really well-earned deep breaths. Such a lovely pull. Two more. And just gently bring yourself out of that. And we are going to make our way to standing. So if you have a drink and you want to take a drink before you come up, just to make sure that you're not feeling too dizzy, do so. And I'm going to move the screen, and hopefully we'll still stay connected to get into our balancing. Okay, wonderful. So let's again start with our feet together. Belly stays braced. Arm comes out to the side, left arm, right knee up, and takes it out to the side as well. So you want to hold here, or if you can, join me by flexing the foot, picking up your toe, and allowing the leg to lift. It's a challenging balance, but we have worked our core so much that it's not bad to get into straight up. One more breath. So bring it on in, lower it down, lower the arm, and then take the other arm out, other leg up, out to the side. So if you want to just stay here, you can, otherwise flexing that foot to pick up the toes and then shoot the heel away. Feels good. Bring it on in. Lower it down. Inside part of your right foot. Ooh, where am I going? Lift the arm up. Bring it through. Reach forward. Now remember, tomorrow morning will be the Spanish Pilates. So you can have fun learning some Spanish and doing Pilates. Reach long. 2 more breaths. Come on up out of that one. Release the foot. Hold on to the inside part again. Lift the arm. And just flow through into that dancer's pose. It feels lovely. Uh-oh, they're back. I think it's them. Might have been someone else. Yes, it is. 2 more breaths. Okay, so we're going to gently release that and come into our tree pose. We might beat them, or you might see them come on in. Right foot along the side of the leg. Open the knee out. They're in the garage still, just putting the pram away. Maybe giving us some extra time. If you can, look up. You should feel quite stable now. We did so many deep core exercises, whether it be the front core, side or back. We had it covered today. A few more breaths. With control, then come to the other side, digging the heel in so you're feeling stable. Knee goes out, core contracted. Remember, hands can stay down low at heart. Third eye, or we lift. These breaths are welcomed, aren't they? They're just so good for us. Can you hear them? They're out the front door calling me. Ramiro's taking his time to get to the door. So we're going to bring the arms down. We're going to take our feet to hip width distance apart. Take one hand to the side, hand on just to give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Feel that lengthening out sensation. Hola, baby. Now we're going to bring the head up over to the other side. Pueden despedir porque yo voy a terminar ahorita. Saca zapatos. And then head back up into the center. Just do some shoulder rolls, shake it on out. I thank you for joining me, and I'm very pleased that the video didn't break up like it did on Monday. So please let me know if there was any issue with the reception, but I have a feeling being closer to the modem, it should be all right. Okay. Anna's just going to come and say goodbye.
Hi.
Hey, bye-bye.
Bye. My mommy.
See you, darling.
Bye.
Sí, vamos para abajo.